I was talking to one of my friends the other day. She's a business owner. She has just decided to pivot her business at the beginning of this year. And oh my God, worst timing ever. So what do? Do you stop? Do you keep going? How do you know? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Let's go. I'm Phoebe Blamey, financial strategist, and here to help you make some good money decisions. Quite often, a resistance to taking on something hard, a resistance to change. I mean, we've all been through something hard. We all went through it together. And if you're from Melbourne in particular, you know it really, really well. We had to be in a really uncomfortable space for a really long time. We couldn't avoid it and we had no control over it. And that was during COVID. How many businesses did you see that pivoted, that made a difference, that started doing something different? And all of a sudden, life changed. How many people did you see get out of situations that they had stayed in too long? How many people did you see change during or after that period of time? We are wired to prefer predictability. Predictability always feels safe, but it's not necessarily in our best interest. When we step into change, yes, we lose that predictability. Yes, things can feel really uncertain, and let's face it, that's why so many people retreat from it. That's why there are so few people at the top, because they just don't want to do it. It's emotionally exhausting. It's hard. But the people that have the extraordinary lives, there's something different. The people that are absolutely gunning it and winning it and loving that are the people that decided to spend longer in that uncomfortable space. They didn't avoid it. They just stayed long enough for the momentum to build and became resilient within it. They became familiar with the discomfort. They realized that the uncertainty wasn't going to kill them. This too, as they say, will pass. And when it does pass, you move up to another level that is extraordinary. So that one terrifying thing begins to feel manageable. This decision that you've just made to leave a marriage, to start a business, to change jobs, whatever it is, whatever the outcome is at the moment in this short term, it will pass. And things will absolutely get better, because we spend so much time waiting for something to become perfect. Why? Why do we need it to be perfect? There's never, ever going to be perfect conditions. There's never, ever going to be something where we can get up and say, absolutely now the timing's right, the weather's right, my relationships are right, everything's clicking along. So now's a really good time to commit to this change. No way. No way do we have to be perfect about it. And this is the thing that fascinates me about watching other people move through this stage. When they do it, when they tolerate the discomfort, when they push through it, when they stop waiting for permission and they stop waiting for perfect conditions, they suddenly realize that they can handle much more than they originally believed they could. I mean, I went through that business. I went through that high-earning corporate job, to own business, to that business falling apart, to my relationship falling apart, to me absolutely hitting rock bottom in so many ways. But suddenly I stopped reacting to life. Suddenly I started shaping it, because when you've got nothing to lose. And I often think about that moment as kind of my invisible training ground. Yes, I've done lots of MBAs and graduate certificates and all the blah, but going through that was so transformative and gives you the opportunity to live the life that you're building, gives you the opportunity to be the person that you want to be, live the life that you want to live, enjoy the moment. Because that woman that starts that journey, that person that starts that journey, is rarely the same person that finishes it. You've got more confidence, more self-trust, way more self-awareness, way more emotional resilience. You've got way more empathy. And you've got this version of you that can do things. You can do the hard things. And if you're listening to this and you're right in the middle of that big change and you've made the decision and the outcome isn't fully visible yet and everything feels uncertain and you're really questioning yourself, I want you to remember something really important. Shit happens. This part of the journey isn't a sign that you've gone wrong. It is just part of the process. It's where your capabilities get built. And one day you will look back on this and you will realize that this was an actually extraordinary moment in your life because you didn't just survive the uncertainty, you grew because of it. Move through the uncertainty. It won't destroy you. And next time you get uncertain, you'll have more resilience because your nervous system will remember that this is something that you've done before and actually it turns out all right. So, I don't know exactly how your future's going to unfold. I don't know how mine is. I know that we're in hard times at the moment, but I trust myself to be able to figure it out because I've done it before. So just take the next thoughtful step. Be the version of you that exists on the other side of this decision because your life is built by the choices that you're making right now. And while you're on it, whatever you do, enjoy your journey. And just popping back to say, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us for more. Everything we talk about on this channel is for educational purposes only and does not constitute individual financial advice. If you want advice, go and see an advisor.